All right, so today is October 14th, Columbus Day. We're gonna go over the trades that we took. Go ahead and put it out there. I'm not taking any live trades for the next 2 weeks, man. I'm kind of been going through a period of life where I'm just adjusting to new changes, moving, X, Y, and Z. So I don't want my mind not being 100% focused on the charts, but I'm still trying to show up and get better and get my data in. So with that being said, we're gonna get into some of these trades that I took today, um, or forward testing today, I guess you would say. So let's go. So my trades are up in here, and I'm gonna be completely honest. I did not mark up any levels before I took this trade. So this is what the 4 hour looked like, right? And we can see that we were bouncing off of this fair value gap right here, which gave us some support on this 4 hour. I didn't even have that marked up. And this is just a way for me to get an understanding of what's going on. This is a previous resistance level that I had marked up from last week, right? So we'll run through this. Sorry about that. All right. So run through this. This is a support level along with a 4 hour fair value gap. All right. I don't even necessarily have to mark it up because I just know it's there. All right. So that's all previous. So yeah, this is the 4 hour. Just getting a better understanding of what's going on. All right. We got that support level. If we go down to the hour, we can get a little bit more information. We got another fair value gap that's being held up. So a 1 hour fair value gap. Alright. Just so we can figure out what's going on and we can see the instruction. So my bias for today was definitely bullish. Let me see. 7 a.m. 8 a.m. Okay, cool. My bias for today was definitely bullish, and as we can see, this level that was previously resistance has turned into support. So going into the day, I definitely had a bullish bias. As we go to our Forex factory, we can see that, I hope that water in the background ain't too loud, y'all. But we can see that we didn't have any major news today. Wait, today is Monday. Okay, yeah, we didn't have any major news today. So I wasn't really worried about necessarily playing it safe, but I still wanted to stick to my trading rules and trade after 9:45. So yeah, this was a demand level. I didn't mark it up, so I'm not gonna mark it up now. And it's only one candle coming off the hour, but we can see that support from the previous resistance has held. So I liked when I saw that. Go down to the 30-minute. Didn't see anything too crazy on the 30-minute. It's a little demand level right here, but nothing too crazy. And this was when we went down to the 15-minute candle, just going through my whole process of how I go through my trades. We can also take note that we are above yesterday's high, along with very, very bullish structure. So with me seeing that, I'm like, okay, this is a possible uptrend, right? So another thing that I noticed, if we cut the kill zones on, is that London session was bullish the whole session. So guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna mark up London's lows right here. We're gonna also come up 45, and then we're gonna mark up London's highs. London's highs stop right here. This is my whole process that I go through. All right. So London's lows and London's highs are marked up. But we can see that we have bullish momentum going, and we have a very, very aggressive uptrend. All right, so at this point, I'm on a 5-minute, and I'm just analyzing the fact that we have very bullish structure and we are on an uptrend, okay? All right, boom. So we're in a trade. It is 9:10, 9:15, 9:20, 9:25, 9:30. 9:30 opening candle. What we see is that we have a break of structures to the upside, right? So boom, at 9:30 we get our break instructions to the upside. Boom. I actually took this trade on a 3-minute chart. So right here we can see, if we look at this on a 5-minute down to the T, what happened was this was London's high. It was the last candle before that one came in clean. We got a liquidity sweep on London's highs right here, right? So liquidity sweep on London's highs, and then we also got a breaker structure to the upside, right? So my 3 things that I need for a trade are always going to be this. A runner sweep on liquidity, a market structure shift or breaking structure, a valid break and retest of a key level or fair value gap. Now I took this trade on a 3-minute chart, and as we can see right here, move this out the way. Right here is 942, right? I like to take my trades between like 940 and 945. Being that we had so much aggressive bullish momentum, I kind of figured, okay, if it's time to take a trade, it's time to take a trade now. It didn't look that clean on the 5-minute because the candles were moving so aggressively. That's why I scaled down to the 3 minutes to see. We can see that we got our liquidity sweep on London's highs right here with this wick. All right, we got that at 9:30 on the dot. So we got a flip candle. That let me know we came to grab this liquidity and continue to reverse to the upside. Okay. Once we broke to the upside, we got our second criteria, which is the breaking structure. Now we want a valid retest of a key level or a fair value gap. Right here, we have a 3-minute fair value gap. It's clear as day. And I'll turn on the indicator, the other indicator, so you can see. You feel me? We got that fair value gap clear as day, and we can see that we got all of this momentum to the upside and previous fair value gaps below. So I said, okay, we retested this fair value gap. So that's when I'll label this, and I'm gonna cut that other indicator off so it's not so messy. All right, not that template. Okay, so boom, that's everything we needed, and I know that kind of took long, but I'm kind of trying to make sure I'm saying everything the right way because it's been a minute since I've done one of these videos. But anyway, all 3 of my criterias were there. In my opinion, it was an A+ setup. At this point, I didn't see any, well, I can't even go do it like that, but there was nothing for me to really look at besides the 3-minute price action. I saw we had bullish momentum. I saw we had a fair value gap. I got in. I didn't necessarily see any 1-hour fair value gaps. At the time, I didn't mark the charts up really previously. So that's just how I got into that trade. So I said, okay, boom. Once we get a breaker structure right here, I want to get into this trade because this fair value gap is holding, right? Went in, boom, 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 got a little pullback, and then we wound up hitting our target, a good 1 to 3. So this was a beautiful trade. Would have been in the market at probably 942, 945, and then out right by like 955. A nice 1 to 3 and a good 60 points. Today price action was really, really nice. I'm not gonna lie. It's a damn shame that people weren't trading because of Columbus Day, because price action was really, really clear. It was so clear and so clean. And even if you missed that trade, it was still another opportunity available for you on the 5-minute because price came up. We already got our super liquidity below, right? Or we don't need that. Now we're waiting for our market structure shift or breaking structure. We got our market structure shift right here. So boom, I'm not gonna mark it up because I want to keep my real setup clean. But we got our market structure shift right here, boom. So we don't have to worry about that. We come back and guess what? We got a fair value gap right here. So boom. What happens? We test this fair value gap. The rest is history. So we got our market structure shift right here. We got a break and reset of the key level. Our liquidity was already swept below. Man, listen, that was still a clean setup to get in. Maybe not an A+ like the one before, but just showing that the market provided opportunity today. I would have entered right here after that bearish candle was broken below and got me a quick 1 to 3, a quick 50 points, and we would have came right into this fair value gap. It's really simple, and today was just some really clean price action. But yeah, that would have been a good 100 points if you would have been able to hold that position. But yeah, today's price action was pretty cool. Just gonna try and get through the rest of the week of just back testing and forward testing and analyzing my setup so that I'm getting better. I just started my job, so when I get my first paycheck, I'm just really working on my patience and not being so stimulated by large amounts of money moving at one time with volatile movements. I want to work on making slow money and being patient and just being back in reality and touching grass. So we're gonna go to the first paycheck, then we're gonna analyze this data, and then we're gonna get a live account and really go through the process of trying to pass that funded account. But we back making our videos and going hard with our stuff. So first video probably not as smooth, but we're gonna get better as we do them every day. So yeah, it was October 14th, Monday, and we'll be back tomorrow with another one.